Well, hello everyone. Phantom, you're really in my shot right now. Hello everyone and welcome to PlayFrame, though, where two Dans play Dark Souls together and sometimes, this time things are gonna work. Gonna call that shot right now. Dan, how are you doing?
I'm doing.
Fantastic. I too am doing. Also, I'm going and trying to, like, I started the episode here. I was gonna go back out to the Demon Ruins and meet up with Dan, but then I saw, wait, there's a lot of heavy armor here. I could like, I can't afford much of it right now, but I could buy some of it. So, okay, what's the... I'm not even looking at, like, defense numbers. What's the heaviest? Exile armor looks pretty heavy.
Oh, Exile armor, that's a cool set.
It's a cool-looking set, yeah, I might have to go with that. There's also the Executioner set, which looks slightly less heavy? Yeah, just very slightly less heavy. Exile does look pretty cool, though. Let's go Exile. I may have to spend an... Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a soul item or two, but we're getting it. I want it. I came back here to get rid of all my souls, because... Like, I know what's gonna happen if I don't. And you all know what's gonna happen as well.
We know.
So, okay. Just use some items, get some souls, buy some armor, finally change clothes. It's been so long. Exile stuff. Nope, need a little bit more for the mask. I don't even know if it's good. I just want to wear something else. The Fashion Souls has been stagnant, Dan.
Yeah, I agree. You didn't mix it up, Dan. Frankly, I was gonna say something.
It was starting to become a problem. We're a dozen episodes in wearing the same set of gear.
Me and the other chosen undead, we got together and we're like, listen, Dan hasn't changed his outfit in like 10 episodes.
I know we've only been like back among the living as like living ash or whatever for 2 weeks now, but this is getting pretty disgusting.
Pretty ridiculous.
Looked better when he was dead, frankly. Okay, got set of armor now, and I'm gonna wear it. Let me see here. It's been so long, I've got to remember where in the menus I go to change clothes. What other stuff do I have? I've got Armor of Thorns, which is not that heavy. Fallen Knight armor, which is cool, but not the heaviest either. Exile armor. Northern's all right. Exile, where are you? Wait, there you are. There you are, yes. So much defense, so much weight. I'm going to be over 100%, I think, which is probably bad. That's future me's problem.
Question, do you happen to remember... After you kill Horus and you see Henri, are you supposed to say, I didn't see anything, or I did see something?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Huh. I think I have the wiki page pulled up over here, though. I can glance at it. Let me see. Once I change helmet.
I was just trying to think, and I was like, I actually don't remember what the right answer is.
103.5% weight. Chonky, though. Very. Yeah, no, I can only walk right now, so maybe I should... Maybe I'll change to something slightly different. We'll lose just enough weight so that I can actually still move. And no more. Let's see, do we need the torch? Don't need the torch. That's losing some weight already. We're on our way. Maybe we'll just change helmet to something later. So that's 7. Okay, yeah, we can definitely find something that'll work for us here. Let's see. Could go back to the one I had before. How does that look altogether? Oh, that's right. Yes, you can make the simple view where you can see your character at the same time. That's a nice feature, is what that is. What looks good with this? In a way, nothing, but in another way, some things.
Put on like some montage music, and it's like, in one, you know, you come out and Lady Jingle's like shaking her head like, and then she's like,
This honestly does look pretty cool in a weird sort of way. The Fallen Knight helm on top of this actually goes together quite well. I dig it. All right, and I can still move. Everyone wins. And I have no souls left, so I'm done. And I can do some this Burn undead bone shard. Wait, I got an Estus shard as well. At least one. Let me run this over. And then we'll get the episode started. Sorry for the delay, everyone.
Just wasn't it?
Reinforce.
I found a toy, Dan.
A toy? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's always exciting news coming from you. I would ask what, but honestly, I just want to be surprised. Okay, now I've finished all business, and I will head out there to the... what's the easiest one to meet at? Because now, like, we've handled just about everything. I think we need to just go actually fight the boss now. So...
Yeah, I think,
Abandoned Tomb's probably closest, right?
the, Demon Ruins, the last one.
Okay, works for me. And we're off. Only downside to this armor set is now I definitely can't equip the big shield yet and still be able to move. But that just means my next few points need to go into vitality.
Mm-hmm.
Then, all right, let's get you in here. If the preview I just saw of your gear is what I think it is, then we're going to match in a very fun way, I think.
Oh, are we?
Just a little bit. Like, in some ways, not at all. But we're like, it looks like we're...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, look at it. Look at us. Look at what a pair.
Big and small. Yeah.
And now, I'm a barrel.
That's just a spell you have? Or is that items?
It's a spell I have.
Yes, infinite uses. Ah, that's too much power. Oh, Driet. Dan Hunter Driet's here.
Hang on, they'll never expect a barrel in the corner.
Yeah, here, I'll park, get all prepared to toast, and I'll assume they're coming from this side, which is maybe not correct, but don't remember if you can hear invaders' footsteps or not.
I can only look one way because I'm too big to look where I'm facing. Oh, wait, I can clip the camera through me.
It's fine, Dan Hunter, don't worry, I'll just toast here until you arrive.
Are they up there?
I don't see anyone yet.
Okay, I'm looking behind you now. I can clip the camera just enough.
Awesome, I'm looking behind you. We'll just, whoever sees him first.
Perfect.
I hope they find us.
They'll never expect the statue.
And you do match the area.
That's right.
I wouldn't, like, I'd be fooled.
Oh, there they come. They're behind you.
Oh, okay. Well, here I am facing the wrong way and everything. That's embarrassing. Hello. I'm big now. Hey! It's good to see you. Driet. All right.
Do you think they know I'm here?
They probably don't. I'm gonna pull the fight back here so you can just, like, come in behind them. Here, follow me. To a dramatic battle point. All right. Here we go. Oh, we're fighting now.
Oh, they did drop an item.
They did. Oh, that's kind of them. Up here, I'll pick it up now. Oh, ember. Wow, that's a lot of embers. Thank you. Holy cow. Thank you so much, Driet. That's very kind of you. I feel bad about the sneak attack now,
man.
but you did get revenge, so that's fair.
They get me.
I will. Here, I'll bow to you out of respect. Well done there. Okay. All right. Now we'll fight. Here we go. Now we're on. Ooh, look at you. Knowing how to play the game better than me. Wow, that's a lot of damage, though. I live, but ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Feels really embarrassing being killed by a little tiny dagger. You sure did it, though.
Yeah, I was well away from them, and they were still hitting me. So I think they just know they know the system.
They sure do. Holy cow! Well fought, and thank you for the gift. I can't really be mad, can I?
How many embers they give?
It was like 50 something. It was a
Oh,
lot.
wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
That'll keep us going a ways.
Good fight. I sure died.
As did I. Oh, I finally feel like a tank. I look the part at last. Soon as I can get my big shield, we are in business. All right, let me ember up here. Because I have many now. I'm feeling ready to fight a Demon King.
Oh, are you?
I am. I've been down here long enough that I feel comfortable.
I'm ready to. You know, you've convinced me. I'm in fact ready for it.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're also on board with this kill the Demon King plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll grab this shiny. Worm, which side of this are you on? I feel like you're here. I feel like we're coming up behind you now. Sorry, I kind of ran ahead a little bit.
You're good. You can do whatever you want, Dan.
That's true. There's no laws in Dark Souls. Worm? Worm, I know you're around here somewhere. In fact, I feel like I'm standing right where you're supposed to be. Like, I feel like you're going to pop up.
He comes up a little closer, like right where that like red light kind of is shining down.
Oh, I see. Hey, Worm?
You know,
Worm? Wormly. There you are. Hey, wow. Yeah. Hello, Worm. Ah. I'm behind you now. What are you gonna do? Leave? Yeah, no, that makes sense. What are you doing anyway? Oh, you're attacking that way. Can it not attack this way?
Don't know.
It can still definitely hurt me when I try to attack it. Yeah, it still definitely seems to want to attack the other direction. Which I don't mind.
That's just good news for us.
It is. You're doing kind of the range attack thing up there?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
You know what I do want to do, though?
Huh.
Die.
Ah! I too might die. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. That felt...
I saw that going differently in my head.
You know, when Samuel L. Jackson dies in the shark movie?
I haven't seen the shark movie, but, you know, I can guess.
It kind of looked like that.
I'm going to put my sign, like, on the ground around where you're standing.
Cool.
Oh, there's the ballista still on my world. Never mind.
Oh, no. Oh, you have two friends to deal with. That's no good.
Okay, I'm putting it right up on the rock.
How did I miss the broadside of a barn here with my sword? Ridiculous. Let's summon you in here. That's much more fun.
Like a little up the ways back to where the bonfire.
Oh, I see you now. Yeah. There you are. Nope, that's Cuculus or whatever. Where's you? Toward the bonfire. Probably not this far back toward the bonfire. Where? I think I ran past
not
you.
like in the
there.
actual,
I think I see him now. Yes. That's better.
I needed to hide from the ballista there.
That's understandable. That ballista does not care.
What do you call an inaccurate ballista, Dan?
An inaccurate ballista. Mistia?
Ah, that's it. That was the joke.
I can't believe I guessed it.
Some say it's not even a real joke.
Goodness, you are a sturdy worm, though. Don't. Worm, could you die, please? Ow. Yeah, I deserve that. Did you get it? Yay!
Worm's dead.
And another bone shard. Fantabulous. Now I can just go grab these shinies like there's no problem. And then we can go do a fight.
Shinies in peace.
Shinies in peace. Finally, peacefulness.
We'll never expect a statue in the middle of this place.
I am so glad you have that spell. That's... I feel like you're going to get a lot of fun out of that.
I am.
You've just unlocked a great deal of entertainment.
I sure did. I wonder what it does in a boss room.
Let's find out together.
What if I turn into a demon corpse? That'd be fun.
That would be fun. All right, I assume he has to, like, wake up before you're allowed to...
There we go.
Okay, yeah. There we go. All right.
I'm a barrel!
It's pretty good. See, if you could turn into a tiny... Oh, no.
I have terrible news. The barrel is not resistant to the club.
If you turned into just a tiny little corpse pile, that would be the cutest thing.
I know, right?
Uh-oh. I am stuck. Go right. That move you have. Don't.
No. Don't sprint that. What if you didn't do that?
I should have come in here with Lord's hammer. That would have helped. I'm caught on your hammer. No. Help. Heck it, I'm going to try equipping the hammer. I bet it works better on you. Gracious, the range on that fire you have. Hammer. Where are you? Hammer. There you are. Yes. All right, fire type. I got a surprise for you. I don't think it's making a big difference, numbers-wise. Though I am one-handing it, that actually might. That might be why. Wait. Nope.
Don't do that.
That was a big ol' sweep.
Big sweeps.
Big sweep.
I call him Big Sweeps King. The old Big Sweeps.
That's not actually even way better than the one-handing, now that I look at it.
Uh-oh, he's doing...
Oh no, run.
Meteors!
Ah,
They're
geez,
coming
meteors.
for me, and
yeah,
I'm
no,
stuck on a foot.
They like, ooh, okay, whoa. What's that fire ring?
There's a fire ring, and then it comes back out.
Oh, no. Thanks for the heads up. Because I was running right toward it. I sure was. Boy, it hates you, huh?
Yeah, I am kind of hitting his face with magic, I guess. Yeah. You know.
Understandable. Ah, dang. No.
Oh, more meteors.
Meteors.
Nope, sorry. Ring of fire.
Fire ring.
There's meteors.
There's meteors. And yep.
Oh, they want you this time.
That they do. Whew.
Oh, he's getting old. He's getting old, Dan.
Aren't we all? Listen, I feel you, Demon King. Ow!
Oh, whoa.
I feel you, Demon King.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Down but not out.
I didn't know that was an attack.
Me either. He's dead now, though.
That's good.
Boy.
Long live the king.
Indeed. Didn't go down without a fight, though.
Yeah, for real. Dang. Hot dang.
And now I can go get some vitality and maybe, probably not enough to actually wield a bigger shield, but one can dream. Let's go find out together. And then is it Irithyll time? I feel like it might be.
What was it?
Is it Irithyll time? I think it might be.
It's Irithyll time, baby.
Yay!
I don't know why I said baby. Felt right in the moment, okay?
Right, we're all excited.
Welcome home.
It's very cold and the moon's big.
I remember there was definitely a period where I remember like when I had my first like, you know, girlfriend and stuff like that. And then like you get too used to using like a term of endearment, and then like the next person you talk to, you accidentally use it and you're like, ah, geez.
Yep, no, that's understandable.
This is a fun memory.
Who did it accidentally get used on?
Probably like my mom or sister or something like that.
I was gonna say, like, that's worse than a friend.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
For sure.
Not what I meant to do, but Doesn't matter. Okay. I want to see if I can get another level out of this.
Oh, guess who just got 4 attunement slots? Well, now 5 with the ring.
Not bad.
It's me. That's it. I think I wanted to get 6. Like 5 without a ring, and I think that's level 30 with it.
Welcome home.
I don't know.
That sure is more than the, I want to say, 1 I have.
Take note.
Whoa, big
La-di-da.
money over here. Yeah.
And let's see, vitality of 23. I wonder how much of a difference for equip load that's going to make. I really need to start putting a lot more, like vitality and endurance. That's where the points need to go for a while, so I can roll and move.
You can roll and move.
Yep. You can choose one, roll or move, not both.
Farewell, I may the.
So how does that, what difference does that make for equip load? Well, I'm down to 91% now with all this gear. Maybe if I tried the big shield, we could see, nope, that's very heavy. They're both, the great shields are very heavy. I am going to need to keep working on this for a little while. That's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay. But maybe the hat, like the helmet? Maybe. Yeah, all right. I can wear the scary... Nope. You know what? I'm actually going to keep wearing the other thing because it matches you better and looks fun. All right. I'm all set and out of usable souls. Did I get... I did. We got from the worm. We got another bone shard. Yay.
Nice.
Fantastic. All right. To Irithyll. I should probably warn the Dan Hunters. Let them know. In comments, they said it was helpful to be alerted when we went to a new area, so.
You mean just randomly invading the same spot that we're not even there anymore isn't helpful?
And I do, like, credit to them. They're having to... What am I looking for? Old Demon King? No, Demon Rose, no, where am I? High Lord Wolnir, that's the place. They're having to not only, like, keep track of where we are location-wise, they're also having to carefully, like, kind of guess at and scout out our, like, level and a bunch of other stuff to be able to invade. There's a lot of guesswork they're having to try to group math out. So, yeah, any cue we can give them, I'll let them know. We're headed to the new place.
Headed to the new place. Okay, you have a little bit, I believe, before I can get summoned.
Okay.
I think you might need to cross the bridge before you can get me in.
Noted.
I'm not 100% on that, but that's not a bunch of game. It's like a quick little run.
Okay, I've alerted them. Now we charge. Okay, I'm definitely changing off of this hammer before going to the cold zone. So I've got some new big heavy weapons now that I should investigate after this episode's over. I got the Fume Ultra Greatsword, which seems fun. I believe, yeah, Cathedral Dan gave me the Cathedral Knight Greatsword, which also looks quite cool. I should look at that. I should look into these, see what I can level up and see what the movesets are off camera. I'll check them out. But I've kind of got my two mains right now, so I'll stick with those for the time being. And let's get you summoned in for a party.
Oh, I won't be until after the bridge.
Okay. It's so pretty.
It is very pretty.
I really love it.
Yeah, because there's a bonfire like right at the beginning of the town.
Yeah, it's like
which I think
right
is
there.
the first one you can summon me at.
Okay, I will just go ahead and sprint.
Why are you sprinting, dude?
I don't know. Oh no. Big. Big and bitey. And very fast. There's an item. I'm gonna grab it. Run! Woo! Close. Sorry, big and bitey, you're not allowed in. You're not on the guest list.
The guest list?
Bonk, get out of here. Alright. Now let me get this bonfire. Goodness, so many bonfires back to back. And let's get a U in here.
All right, I am putting down my sign. I had to do some quick reconnaissance.
Okay. Intriguing.
Nothing in particular.
Okay,
You know.
all right. Uh-oh. Dan Hunter Artoria is on their way.
Oops, I went to the wrong bonfire. I think. Did I?
Oh, hey.
Yes, I did. Dang it.
Hello. Good to see you, Artoria. Oh, yes. Look at you doing the proper cosplay and everything.
Hey!
Now, where's the jingle, though? You don't know. Could be anywhere.
Mmm.
Could be a jingle hiding right behind you. Look out! It wasn't this time, but next time you don't know.
Next time. Who knows?
You better keep an eye out.
Traveler. Mm.
Better watch yourself. Cool move with your sword. Really do enjoy your cosplay and everything. Ow, don't kick me. I was blocking. Unfair.
Rude.
All right, you've been summoned.
Mm-hmm.
And now the party can begin.
All right. Party's here. Party's arriving.
Woo! Ow. Ooh, that sword swing has a really interesting delay. I'm gonna do what you say, and I'm gonna heal. Artoria is probably having some thoughts about that. He just stopped. It's like, what? What are we doing? Yeah, no, listen. We're trying out a new thing, Artoria. The statue likes you. Oh, you're being knighted. It was me. I was at the statue.
I was the statue.
Got you. You can heal, though, Artoria. For real, though. We're like... Cool flip, though. I forgot that was allowed. Listen, Artoria, we're trying out a new thing where I heal.
Woo!
You can heal too, Artoria, if you want. I mean, if you don't want, that's fine. Boom!
Clutch.
Sorry, Artoria. I bow to you. Sorry, you didn't know the new rules.
He didn't know the rules. He didn't know the rules. That's very funny that he stopped it. I saw it as I
He just
summoned it.
stopped dead instantly and just stared for like 8 seconds. That's very good. It's the funniest possible reaction, Artoria. Well done. Just dumbfounded at the audacity. The audacity.
Oh, how dare they heal before me?
You're getting some really good transformation options in this place.
I like this. I like this one a lot.
It's really
Please,
good.
sir, do you have... What am I holding? A stick? No, it is a sword. It is, in fact, a sword.
I have a weapon. I don't know why I'm asking politely. This is a holdup.
Please.
Give me some more.
Do you have any vitality? I need it to wield this sword.
I really am curious to know in the Dan Hunter little group chat right now what's like how that conversation's going right now. Mm-hmm. It's like,
Dan just healed.
He just healed, guys. He healed. Can you believe it?
Dan can't do that.
It's like, are you sure? That must be some mistake. Why would a Dan do that?
Dan doesn't even know if you hold down on the D-pad, it'll automatically go to your healing it.
You joke. I had legit forgotten that. Thank you.
I remember when you were doing like your first playthroughs of Dark Souls 1 or 3 or something, and you were like, I know it exists. I am not doing it.
That's true. Yeah, like
because it was a force push instance. So listen, I get it. There are so many times on stream where someone's like, hey, you can do this. I'm like, cool, won't ever do it now, thanks.
Yeah, like, if it was just one person giving me the hint, It's all in the delivery.
It is.
If it was just one, or even a few people saying like, hey, if you can, handy trick, if you do this, then it'll work out for you.
Yeah.
But because I record these in advance, there's a pretty wide gap. I can record a lot of episodes before like people's comments update to like where I am in the gameplay. So if there's a lot of people saying like, hey, you should be doing this, you know, you can, if you do this, it'll work. And then if that starts drifting before I've even gotten to the next recording session, if that starts drifting into, I can't believe he's still not doing this. Why is he not doing that? Like, then it becomes a matter of principles. Like, well, now I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'll just die.
It's like a little friendly tip. Wording your comment, Dan, ... I can't believe you haven't used the down pad to swap your healing items. Like, you're just gonna infuriate.
It's true. And boy, heaven help you if you say something like, watching him do fill in the blank is painful, because then you've given me a weapon.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's painful for you. Oh, well.
Really? Does it? Oh, this hurts you? Like when I do this?
It'd be unfortunate if I kept doing it the rest of this playthrough.
Oh no, it's fire.
I love this guy's attacks.
It's so good. Is this a weapon and an ability people can have?
It is a weapon. I don't think you can do that many cool things.
No.
It does act as, I think, a pyromancy cast.
Get out of here, all he is.
Like
bowling
you can cast
pins.
pyromancies from that staff, I think.
That is cool. I feel like if that was a usable weapon, we'd have had an invader who was using that.
Oh yeah,
like a Dan Hunter.
So cool
as a gimmick. Like it's so cool. I'm gonna go run up and hit that guy. Actually, I should take care of these little guys because they're gonna be the ones who come after you first. I'm thinking like a tank, Dan. Did you see?
Ooh. I like tank thinking, Dan.
I like this new Dan I'm seeing.
Yo, new Dan just dropped. Oh, he's
dead because his companion didn't tank for him. There we go.
I mean, the little guys did not tank for him. It is accurate. They were dead.
Hello, Pontiff Knights or Irithyll Knights. You alright?
That he straight up teleported. He Dragon Ball Z'd me.
Whoa.
I'm just rolling. I'm just panic rolling.
It is my favorite thing to make verbs out of words that are not verbs. I love it. To Dragon Ball Z. Verb.
Teleport with a... This right here. It's a fake.
That's right. Wow, I've forgotten about that.
I have no healing. I'm just gonna hide behind you.
That's great. Honestly, technically that's how this is supposed to have been working. I see you over there. You think you're sneaky.
Wow.
But you're not sneaky. Once I get another bonfire, we'll dried finger it up. Technically, I should have from the start, but
You see a fog wall here, yeah?
I do see a fog wall.
That's cool.
That
I wonder why it's just this one little area. Because it's literally just that.
that is weird.
Yeah.
Huh. That is odd. I wonder.
I think she drops a soul or a spell. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. I'll go kill her later. Weird, though.
Very odd. Weird.
Eh.
I wonder why. Yeah, hey, look at that. We got a bonfire.
Yay for us. I wonder if Henri will be here. At this point, I'll be surprised if, like, a quest isn't broken.
I think you'll need to go and see Henri one more time and be like, oh, I don't know what happened to Horus, you know? Because I just went and said, like, oh, nope, he's here.
Oh, never mind. Hi, bud.
Also, did you know Henri's gender changes depending on your player character?
I did, which is kind of cool.
And there's two different voice actors, which is real neat.
It's really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Oh, I thought it might be you. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. And I continue to be a great listener.
So, what do we want to do for plot here?
Huh.
Do we want to...
So I don't want to do the same ending I did in the solo playthrough, which was definitely this, the Lothric, or Londor, whichever one, you know.
You did the marriage, right?
Yeah, the marriage and the let's claim the dark soul for the fire for man and all that.
So we want Henri to live?
I think so, yeah. So yeah, we shouldn't.
Well, there's only one thing left to do. A murder.
No, you want me to do it? Oh no, you can do it.
Apparently you have to.
Yeah, bonk.
Oh yeah, he's invisible white for me when you summon him.
Oh, interesting. Thanks for the chameleon spell, though.
Yeah, now if you have casting, you can join me.
How much?
Look at me. Let's see.
Looking good. Yeah, like how much do I have to have?
12 intelligence.
12 intelligence. You know,
It's not bad. Not bad.
I'm only 2 away from that. It could happen. It may not happen for a little while, but those may be 2 points worth investing.
Whoa.
I would do well. May they flame.
Henri,
Quiet resolve. Thank you.
I'm here. Did you get a ring from him?
I did get a ring, yeah. But I've not spoken to him about Horus or been asked about it, so probably broken something.
I think. Did you ask him and like stay silent before you knew what happened?
Before, like when we talked to him down in the catacombs, we hadn't fought Horus yet.
I think that still counts.
Okay, cool.
Because I hadn't talked to Henri until I killed Horus.
Admit.
Yeah, no, Horus seems fine, so cool. Cool and good.
Cool.
Let's get, yeah, you want to come back in with health?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool, let's do that. In fact, I'll go spend these souls.
Also, I mean, we only have to decide in a few minutes here, but which way we want to go?
Ooh.
Because we got dungeon or we got pontiff.
There's not a boss in the dungeon, is there? I guess it just leads down to the profane capital, doesn't
to
it?
profaned, yeah.
Let's go do that first, just in case killing Solovan screws something up.
That's a good point.
Just in case, like, I'm probably being overly cautious about that now, but just in case.
That's a good call. I'm assuming it'll probably be Vort or whatever. Wait, where's his name?
Yorm. Yeah, Vort's the like the first boss.
Yeah. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah, that sounds way too Swedish chef speak to be the boss I'm thinking of.
Vort.
Vort.
Hang on, I do have to attune a new spell because I got a new spell.
New spells. That's exciting.
Oh, I have the perfect spell for coming up. So there we go.
Boy. I can't wait.
We've already seen it. But
oh, okay.
it'll just be
Welcome home.
perfect.
Very well.
Still excited though.
Take nourishment.
Sign is right by the bonfire.
All right, I'll be right there. I'm just getting rid of souls before someone else does it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I? You know what? I'll put the 1 point in intelligence, and the next one will go in intelligence, and then I'll be able to use that spell.
Yes.
It's not smart, but it's fun.
Listen, that's our tagline for the show.
That definitely goes on our like crest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On my way. Church of Yorshka. It finally feels right wearing like big armor and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feeling on brand for the build?
Yeah, no, like it feels like I'm looking the part at long last, which feels great. And like it's not an effective build play-wise necessarily yet. Like I'm not playing a great tank. I'm still slow rolling, which is not the most ideal. And yes, comments, I'm aware I'm slow rolling. I know.
Dan, you're slow. Dan, you gotta equip less.
I'm being a tank. Look how tanky I am, do you see? This feels self-explanatory to me.
Listen, like 99% of you are fantastic. We're just making fun of the 1%.
We are. Dan and I, because Dan and I both experience this, it's something that we can have in common and like sympathize with. So it's we're more likely to chat about and goof about this stuff in each other's company.
Yep, for sure.
But yes, I'm definitely. Oh, Yin again. Oh my, the rematch.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? And I did say I was going to do the dried finger thing, so not like Yen needs the help.
There's one like right here, right? There.
Right, you are. Oh, they're hidden, aren't they? Ghosts.
And they got... Oh! there you
Hello. Sneaking up on me.
go. Nice.
But yeah, I'm not here to play in an optimized fashion. I do that when I'm playing by myself. For co-op goofs, it's all about looking the part.
Yeah, this is the goof off, try things out playthrough.
Seriously. I used the dried finger. Did you not see?
I don't like this bird.
And it doesn't like you.
Birds are just so unsettling. Like,
They really
how
are.
fast they are all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Very good.
Just in the air, hovering a little too long. Kirbying, you might say.
I like this tiny section of Irithyll because there's like trees. And it feels like very unique.
Yeah, it's
the
kind of
rest
like
of
the
the zone.
natural environment. Navlan. Dan Fan Navlan.
No.
Whoa.
Navon.
Navlan from beyond the grave again. No, Navlan.
There. Oh,
Yo.
something's happened to Navon.
Navlan, you alright? Navlan. Still feeling the hurt we put on you last time?
Apparently.
Wonder if they'll find us out here. I mean, they can see our names, right?
Oh, in there.
Oh, hey. Are you? Which one are you? You're Yen, right?
No,
oh,
this is
you're
Navon.
Oh. Well, Yen.
Oh, wait, hang on. I want to look at the build.
Yennefer.
Very
Yen.
good, very good. Oh, look at them. They've been to
Ooh.
the Lothric Castle.
Ooh, nice. I toast you. As I wait for Yen. If you attack me, we will kill you. And continue waiting for Yen. Your choice. Wait. There we go. Wow, Sunbro's over here. Hello. Good to see you. Did you notice how big I am ever? Oh.
Oh.
Yen's pointing at me.
Apparently we're going.
It's go time, I guess. All right, Yen. You've called for a duel, and I will answer.
Oh, okay.
All right. Sounded like no.
Nope. Navon has a big fire explosion if you get close to them.
Good to know. Good to know. Wowzers, they do, though. And if you're far from them, honestly. Going out on my own terms, and they're coming with me. I rolled off the cliff.
Take that.
And they followed. This playthrough is... I don't know, like... Comments, let us know. Is this as fun as our other kind of playthroughs to watch? It's so much more fun to play with all the invasions and goofs and stuff.
I'm curious how it translates, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe it's not like more fun necessarily. All these playthroughs have been super fun, but maybe it's just because it's like a fresh new kind of playthrough that we've not done before of these. It feels so fresh and there's so many fun surprises.
Yeah, I feel like if we had been doing this for like 1 and 2, we'd probably be like, it's just Dan Hunters. It's all that old thing.
Yeah,
but it feels very unique to this.
Absolutely. It's making this extra special, and I'm enjoying it. And y'all are coming in with some real fun themes and goofs and stuff.
Yeah. You guys are putting in a lot of work.
You really are.
It's very appreciated.
Putting in a jingle level of effort, frankly.
I know. Give me a run for my money. I gotta amp my ante.
Anyway, as we were doing, I'm gonna grab them souls.
As we were.
Yes. Oh, there they are. That's better. Oh, hi. Oh. Ow.
Mm-hmm.
It's going horribly. There we go. Glad that was on camera. Thank you. I wish every game had the Nintendo Online Play applause.
Same.
Every game needs it now.
Man.
Oh, goodness.
Pride.
Forgot about you. There you go.
I saw his little eyes floating. These like dog, cat, skeleton things. They're so unique, but they're like,
Wow, they are.
only in this one area. I think they're later in Irithyll as well, but just like...
Just
not a
only
lot
in
of them.
Irithyll, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, gosh, that kind of much less dog-shaped head. I don't love. I mean, I do, but also upsetting.
Yeah, it's very cat-like, but they make dog noise.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like a human. It is a human skull.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, you were right. Just add that little familiar human element to a monster, and suddenly it's...
That would explain
it's
it.
kind of unsettling real fast.
I had always assumed they were just a cat. Oh, hey, check this out, Dan. A little dark in here, huh?
Hey! That's real nice. Hello. I remember this place. I feel like I died a lot in here. I mean, I died a lot everywhere, but... You know. When you first played original Dark Souls 3 run, what area gave you the most trouble?
Trying to play through, like, the whole game in my head.
Yeah. I'll give you a second for that mental speed run.
What am I...
I love seeing a little phantasm climbing a ladder. It's very cute.
You know what it probably was? I feel like the rooftops of Lothric Castle, like after the archives
Ooh.
place.
Yeah, that gets hard.
Because I'm very much like when I play the Souls games first, I have to kill every mob, like every encounter, you know, like
Oh yeah.
just to do it once and then be like, okay, I'm not doing that again. Like now I'll just run through those. But that was definitely one that took me a while. Those gargoyles put out the hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe dungeon too, because the sapping health bars.
That is nasty, and it's really creepy too. So it feels much scarier to be in there. The getting into the cathedral definitely gave me some trouble. That was definitely one of the rough ones.
Yeah.
Do I want to drop down here? I forget.
I think boss, like, yeah, well, how about boss-wise? Do you remember what took your...
Yeah, what got in the most kills on me? The what's-his-face, like, dragon prince guy that you were actually here for was up there. Probably not the most, but it was a lot. Oh, I should go down there, huh? Whee!
Oh, what was that, nameless one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one definitely was, maybe not the most, but it was up there.
Yeah, mine was probably nameless one, or, like, oddly enough, Aldrich. I had a lot of trouble with Aldrich.
Oh, yeah. I think I beat Aldrich in, like, 1 or 2 tries, or like 2 or 3 tries. Like, I think I lucked out on Aldrich, but, I think the dancer I beat first try. Lucked into that one.
He wrecked me. I don't know. I was struggling with him for a while, I feel like. If not my first playthrough, definitely later playthroughs, because I don't know. He still consistently gives me issues.
It's a tough one. Okay, actually, this is a lot easier for me. I just have to remember who all did I make montages for.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Nameless one was definitely one of them. The Ariandel boss as Sister Frida was one as well. That might have been the most.
Oh, Sister Frida. Yeah, that took me a lot, too.
I love that fight, but boy, is that a tough one.
Yeah, that might have been mine. Counting DLCs for sure, her.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think I beat Gale after like 3 or 4.
And again, it's one of those things, like, I feel like it's not... None of her phases are super difficult. It's the fact that it's 3 in a row.
Yeah, so it's just a lot. It's a marathon of hard stuff.
I just, that's why I always just hate long bosses, because it doesn't come difficulty, it becomes don't mess up, you know?
Yeah. I can,
And yes, you could argue like that's the difficulty kind of thing, but it's just not as enjoyable as like I would rather be one shot by a short boss than fight like a 10-minute boss fight period.
that you have to execute near perfectly throughout
Yeah.
for a long time. Yeah, I think I agree. Like, I know I'm not as bothered by long boss fights as a lot of other folks, it seems like, but they're not, it's not like they're my favorite either.
Yeah. I'm fine with it being long if it's a game that encourages, like, pacing out long battles, because I think Souls games don't, because of how, you know, punishing they are.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, you make a mistake in a 10-minute boss fight and you go to heal and stuff. That's a ordeal. Whereas, like, you know, like, I can't think of another video game right now.
We've had quite the recording session.
Yeah.
It's not been any longer than any other ones. In some ways, it's been shorter.
I think over here's a ring. I could be wrong.
There's definitely a shiny. I'm heading in that direction. Oh gosh, I forgot the water enemies that are around here.
I love these. These might be my favorite Dark Souls enemies.
So cool and upsetting looking. Hey, there's a ring.
Is it a ring?
Yeah, ring of sacrifice. But
Hey,
yeah.
okay. It wasn't the one I was thinking. Or it was a ring, so I guess that yay for me.
I'll give you full credit, yeah.
Boy.
Which, is that the Abyss Watchers area, like, keep up there? On top of that cliff?
That... No, because over that way is where the catacombs is. That, I think, might be Deacons, right?
Oh, maybe it's the cathedral. Yeah, you know, that would make some sense. Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Because I think, like, over here is swampy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's something lodge-like a bit about the Abyss Watchers tower, and that one that's closer by, that's not as far as Lothric, actually does look like it could be it. Cool. Never really looked at the horizon out here before. What on earth? Hello. Forgot about you.
Yep. Pay attention to the big tank, not the squishy mage, please.
You know what? I'm not sure. It's not really listening. I'm not sure I fought this thing down here. If I'm remembering right, I'm starting to wonder if I actually fought this thing on the bridge and just beat it.
Yeah, if you kill it on the bridge, he doesn't come here.
Yeah, I think that might have been what happened, because I don't remember fighting it down here. Die. Goodness, you're sturdy.
Yeah, and they hit very hard.
Boy, they do. Ow,
Oh, no.
Nicely done. Very nicely done. And you know, I will say to my own credit, I'm getting pretty good at the timing on the heavy roll.
Nice, yeah.
Like, I'm making it work. Can't roll as much or as often as I'd like, but if I got to get a roll in, I'm making it work.
You know, these clouds look great.
They really do. They got that nice, like, multi-layered sort of thing going.
Because I think like what it looks, what I'm assuming from you know, just guessing what they did.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it looks really cool from this angle.
It still works very like thematic, that like the shadows are like bending up around the outside of this portion of the town, you know?
Yeah.
And not just, you know, being warped to fit the skybox kind of thing.
It's really cool.
But I don't know. I'm so curious because it's like, it looks, I love the effect.
Me too. It looks halfway between clouds and a rising mist.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow coming out like a dry ice, but like flowing upwards. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. It fits the whole like dome feel of the city too.
Yeah, I really like it too.
Speaking of which, can you see like the other parts of the city from here? I don't think you can.
Good question. There's a shiny over here I need to grab anyway, so let's...
Oh yeah, you can. They're just very obscured.
Oh yeah, you can see. And you can see kind of up in the mist where we're headed to. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I need to someday look up, like I remember hearing in a podcast once, probably the Bonfire Side Chat guys, I need to look up the information on like what folks have found about like, or at least have speculated about what the original plan for Dark Souls 3's story and flow and all that was. Because it sounds like a lot of stuff kind of got reshuffled, which they always do with these games as they come out. But like it sounds like there was kind of an original plan for how things were supposed to be. I feel like Honor Londo, like I'd heard, it was speculated that was meant to be at the end. That's where it all ends rather than halfway through. And like it sounded like from speculation that the way things were ordered originally suggested like it kind of all fit together really well in a different way. And now I don't want to look up what that is. So I guess I'm only mentioning that, I suppose, so folks who are watching can know that like that alternate design existed in some form, and there is some like information that's been gathered and collected and mined and then speculated on to kind of stitch together an idea of maybe what that original plan was that exists out there. And it's, if you're interested in Dark Souls lore, worth reading because it sounds super cool. Like I'm not of the mind like anything that is theoretical is perfect until it's real. So like I'm not of a mind of, oh, that would have been so much better than what we got guaranteed. Like no, definitely not. But like it's cool to think about what might have been and interesting to like speculate. Oh, I wonder why they changed this thing or why change that thing. It helps you to like recognize. Sorry, I know you're trying to mention a thing.
No, you're good.
It helps you to recognize that like these games, even though we dig into them lore-wise, like there's sort of like a perfect answer for everything that just needs to be found. Like a lot of what these games are and come to be is a work of iteration, and that there were like 10 versions before that were slightly different, but that we would have seen as the canon perfect one if it's the version we got. Like it's helpful to know that these are all sort of like works in progress right up until ship. Anyway, continue.
I was just going to say, I was trying to see if you could see Arch Dragon from this far out, but I think it's a little behind this bend over here.
Oh, yeah. I think
you can see the entrance to the dungeon right there.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is this fog wall isn't normally here, so I think I'm just going to dip so you can grab the bonfire that's right by it.
Oh, all right. That works. And honestly, we're near episode end time anyway, so yes.
Yeah.
This works.
Here, I'll race you down. Okay?
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, dang, you won.
That's a fast kill plane. That was like, I took a step off and it was like, you died.
Can't outrace you. All right, and there's the bonfire. Fantastic. Y'all, thank you very much for watching. This episode went so much smoother than the last.
I know.
In a lot of ways. Every way, really. But it was just as fun. Thank you, though, everyone. And we will see you next time for more shenanigan goofs. Thank you, Dan Hunters, as always, for adding so much fun to the proceedings. And goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.